Bhool Chuk Maaf, and I had high hopes for this movie. Hello there, namaste. Bhool Chuk Maaf is one of those Groundhog Day-like films where someone gets trapped in a single day and they have to learn why they're there. Kind of this film is supposed to be that. It doesn't get to that point till 40 minutes. This film doesn't know what it's trying to be. This film is based around two people who want to get married. One of them wants a government job, but has been trying to get the government job for 7 years, but hasn't had the chance to get the government job. The girl, it's a weird dynamic of this guy and girl who just do not seem like they get along, but they want to be married. It didn't work from the beginning. The guy is incredibly selfish, right? Normally, the Groundhog Day films, they have a message where the person realizes what's wrong with them and what they have to do to improve. They become a better person at the end. This film goes a different route because apparently he gets trapped in a day, finds out he stole the job from someone else, and gives the job back, and they compare him to Bhool Singh. They compare him to a freedom fighter who died for his nation. They compare him, this selfish person is compared to someone who sacrificed his life for India. And it pissed me off when I heard that. I'm like, do you guys know what you're doing? This guy was completely selfish from the beginning. And you have this character who was apparently his boss talking about how he's this good person and how everyone, his parents, his father, his mother, his sister, his possible father-in-law, his possible mother-in-law, his possible brother-in-law, were all pissed at him. His friends were all pissed at him that he chose a stranger's life above the happiness of his future wife, of the happiness of his in-laws, of the happiness of his parents, of the happiness of... It was just like, yeah, they have their right to be angry, but these types of films are a morality tale about someone improving themselves. Not being compared to a freedom fighter, not being compared, no, they realized that they were wrong in the beginning and they tried to, improve themselves. This film didn't know what it was doing because in the beginning, it's trying to force itself to be a romantic comedy. And then it turns into the Groundhog Day, 40 minutes in. And then it tries to turn into a religious message talking about how you must do good deeds and don't expect something good in return when you do a good deed. And then he does his good deed, and then everyone yells at him, which made no sense because everyone's selfish apparently, and they were all upset at the fact that he ruined everyone's reputation for a nobody. I don't know, this film pissed me off. And the sad part is I was excited. I can easily imagine being trapped in the Hildy day where I would constantly be reliving that over and over and over and over again. And yes, it would get annoying over time, I believe. But it's just one of those things that it's just like, I could see the potential here. But it's like they got so bogged down with a message that I don't think they realized what they were doing. You focus on the message. He was a selfish human being. He took all his money from his girlfriend. He didn't care about what his mother sacrificed. He didn't care about what his father sacrificed. He only cared about himself and marrying the girl he claimed to love. He didn't care about what he could sacrifice because everything was about, oh, I'm not going to mortgage my mother's jewels. You can do it. You can do it. It's like you're supposed to hate him. You're supposed to dislike him because he's supposed to have like this realization at the end. But no. No one's allowed to yell at this person for being selfish. Yes, he had to live with himself for over 30 days, reliving the same day over and over again. But that doesn't negate the fact that everyone else, one day, he's completely selfish, not caring about anyone. The next one, he's sacrificed everything, ruined everyone's lives for someone they had never heard of before. It's just, yes, he's completely selfish. Everyone was justified with their reactions. The boss shouldn't have said, or the ex-boss shouldn't have said a single thing. He should have just been like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. He did quit. He did leave. I didn't find the movie funny. I did find some of it relatable, not to me, but to like situations I've heard of and seen and kind of is ongoing. I can kind of see it like that. I can be like, okay, that couple is like this. That's like this. That's like this. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. sad because it's real. But in the end, it's not an entertaining film. I regret watching it because it just pissed me off. At the very end, I'm just like, did anyone learn anything? Did anyone get any kind of message? I mean, do good deeds because they're good deeds, don't expect something in return? Yeah, sure. But that doesn't change the fact that you should have learned something from your actions instead of being rewarded in the end. I didn't care for the movie. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.
You guys got a video? Why is it so bad?
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, where's that?